Hey guys, my name is Freedom. Today I'm going to show you how to make a interactive keyboards for your iClone 8 3D animation software. Now you can see I have a keyboard. When I press W, each of the single key, it is okay to just operate as an individual button. You can animate it. You can press any key just by manipulating the gizmo. And this is a prop now. So now for all of this, what I need to select is the root nodes. Then this whole keyboard is together and each of the button is a subprop. So how to make this, and start from now, I'm going to show you all the step by step. I made this in Blender. Just by using the Blender, I'm going to show you all the step by step, all the 3D modeling skill, until finally I'm going to show you how to import it into the into the iClone, and in iClone everything is ready for your iClone 3D animations. Now everything is ready, okay, for your 3D animations. So start from now, I'm going to show you all the step by step. Go to the Blender and let's go. Before we start, you can get this keyboard 3D model, this prop, from my video description link. I already put a link in my video description. You can just go and get it if you are interested to get this keyboard. And let's go. Let us start the tutorial. Hey guys, my name is Freedom. Today I'm going to show you how to make a 3D keyboard based on this picture just by using the Blender 4.3. So start from now, I'm going to show you all the step by step. First, in the Blender, press A and delete everything. Then you can see this image is on my desktop. Later I'm going to import it into the Blender first. So first I'm going to just add a image reference. So now I choose from the desktop, choose the keyboard. So now you can see this image, the angle is not correct. So you need to click here, click and click here. Make sure all of the rotations, make it 0. Then it will back to the location where it's supposed to be. Then next, what you need to do is just add a cube, add a mesh, add a cube. So click and just press S to make sure it go to the size that look like okay as a keyboard. Then move it to a location. For example, move it to here. You can just make it slightly bigger, make it bigger. Alright, the first one as a template. Then next, for this button, you can just go to the edit mode. We just need to select a few, select the edges, click here so that you can select the edges this way. You can just press A to select all and Control B. Control B. It is going to make some bevel like this. Alright. Then once you already have this bevel, click the bevel. Then here, the segment, make it more. The width, you can just make it more if you want. Now you have one. Then next, you can just duplicate to all of the location, but you better use the array so that it will be more automatic. Back to the object mode now. I want to make this. This is one of it. Then I duplicate to one at here first. So Shift D. Then I press X, move it to here. Then I'm going to add the array modifier, array. Then the factor X, make it more. Then the count, just make it more in this way. So now I'm going to duplicate this. One set, two set, three sets like this. Shift D, X, to fit the location. then Shift D, X, put it here, done. Then you already have these few buttons. Next we are going to duplicate to here, so Shift D, so you can just look at the Z first, Shift D, move it to here, then add some array, then here adjust it, make more counts. So now you can see it is not fit, so that the factor X you can just adjust it 1.05, 1.07, adjust it until you feel satisfied, 1.08, then it should be 1.09, 1.08, 5. Alright, now fit. Done. So now you already have all of these buttons. Next, just a few at here. We want just a single. So Shift D. This one, Shift D, duplicate to this place. And then the location is not as exact, so what we need to do is click this one as a reference. Then click it as a reference, then Shift S, make the cursor to selected. Now the cursor is at here, then click Shift S, the cursor, the selection to cursor. It is going to move it to here, then you put it here. Then it's really easy. Then for this button, just go to the edit mode, or you can just maintain it in object mode, just rescale it in this way. Alright, but of course you can see the bevel is not that perfect, so actually you can just delete it. Just look at this as a reference. What is the scale? The scale is 0.91, so just add another cube, then the scale, or 0.91, again, wait, 0.091, then move it to here, go to the edit mode, click the surface, and we are going to extend it, make it bigger, click Z so that you can look at the reference, make it bigger again. So now at this moment you can just make the bevel, just press A and just press Ctrl B to make some bevel to look exactly same as the side. Just have a look. The bevel width, just make it look the same. Done. So now back to the object mode, click this, then right click, set the origin to the center of the mask, then done. We done this button, and we are going to find which buttons will be exactly the same size as this. It should be just one. Then how about this? If I shift duplicate it to here, somewhere here, not fit. So maybe we need to just make some individual, the individual button. So now, not fit at all. Sorry. Alright, this one fits. Alright, so where is the same size? What about this? Shift D to here, rotate about 90 degree. Alright, this one fit. Then shift duplicate to here, fit. Done. All of these are fit. Then next we are going to just make make the shift button. Just add a cube again. Then the scale 0.091 as I remember. Alright. Then move it to the bottom. We are going to make this shift button. Should be somewhere here. Go to the edit mode. Duplicate. We are going to just pull these two surfaces to make it fit this button. Then maybe make it smaller. Alright. Then we can duplicate this, Shift D, X to here. This one. Is it fit to the enter? Yes, fit. And what else? Now fit to this. Shift D. Wait, delete. We are going to use this as a reference. Shift D, then X, move it to here. For this individual shift key, we are going to just go to edit mode, select these two faces, make it bigger. Done. Alright. Then the cap lock, object mode, here, Shift D, X, here, edit mode, make it small, make it getting smaller. Done. And we have another button at here. Shift D, put it here, then edit mode, make it smaller. Easy. Now next is the rest at here. You still have a tab. Shift D, X, move it here. We are going to check whether it is fit or not fit. Alright, fit. Done. Then what are the rest that look bigger? Here you have 3 buttons look bigger. And here as well. So now Shift D, put it here. Now just make it small. We go to the edit mode, then add some array. Alright, once it is already here, adjust it. Alright, then make it 3 sets. Back to the object mode, Shift, duplicate this, Shift D, make it here, X. For this time, we are going to just make it 4. Cover another button. The final key is the space key. The rest are just standard. So now a longer one, I just duplicate this, Shift D, X to here, and turn off the array. We just want to have this. Put it at the center. Go to the edit mode. Make it longer. This is the space bar. Back to the object mode. Done. Really easy. So now just left this part. For this part, I'm going to just duplicate this. So I make this as a cursor, Shift S, cursor to selections. Then click this, Shift D, click, Control Z, Shift D, move it here. Then Shift S, selection to cursor. Then move it to here. At this moment, we are going to just delete some keys by adjusting the array. Something like this. Done. Alright. Once done this step, then do it again at this. Shift S, cursor to selected. Then duplicate this, Shift D at here. Then Shift S, selection to cursor. Move it. Delete some button. Done. Alright, now here, use this as a reference, Shift S, cursor to selected. Then click, hit this one, Shift D, Shift S, selection to cursor. Move it. Delete some extra keys this way. Done. So now you have this keyboard, and some of it we not yet set the bevel, so we may just select all of this. Alright, for this one you already have the array, just apply it. You can apply it, then click, apply, 1, 2, and we select all of this first. We are going to combine it, then Control J. It already become just a single mesh. Go to the edit mode at here. Just press A to select all, then just press Ctrl B to change it to have some bevel. The bevel level must be look like the same as the side. Somewhere like this. Alright, done. The space bar, we are going to change the array as well. The space bar. Add some bevel. Just press Ctrl B. Done. Now, the full sets of the keyboard. Next, just left a few parts here. So, I duplicate this, Shift D, X to here. The array, just make it smaller. Just make it less. Then we are going to duplicate a few at here. Shift D, Y, here. Then Shift D, Y, here. Now, Shift D, Y, here. Then we need just an individual key at here. Shift D to this part. this array, just turn it off. So now we left here. Shift D X, add 1. Here. Shift D X, add it here. This one. Shift D X, put here. The count, just put it as 3. Here. Shift D X, here. The count, just put it as 3. Done. We just have to have an individual key. Shift D X to here. Then the array, turn it off. Now the full keyboard is already here. Next, we are going to just make some adjustments. We want to make sure that every single key can function, can animate individually. So from here, we need to just clear all the array. Just apply all. Just apply all. So that there will be no more array exists. Just apply. So for all of this array, you need to apply it. Apply the array. Now, no more. And just press A. Press A and then just press Ctrl J. Sorry. We just want to have all of this cube. Ctrl J. Now we already combine it to become just one single mesh, but here there's an arrow. Just Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. This is still an array. Just apply first, then click the first cube, hold the shift, click the last cube, Ctrl J. Already combined to become just a single mesh. We go to the edit mode. Wait, still have one object mode. Here there is a spacebar. Go to the edit mode, just press A to select everything. Then right click, split, separate by loose parts. Now it already become all the single keys. Each single key will become just a single mesh though. So now we go to the object mode, you can see all of these are individual key. For all of these keys, I'm going to just make the pivot point at the center. So I press A, then right click, set the origin to the center of the mass of the volume. Now, each of the single key have its own functions. That means you can just press everywhere. It is easier for you to make animation. So G should be 0. Now you have this keyboard. And next, just by using this way, but we need to have the texture. So no choice, just now miss a step. Just press A, sorry. Select all of this. And then just press Ctrl Z to make it a single mesh again. We are going to make the layout. So now this is just a piece of picture. We can just turn it off now. And next, you have all of these keyboard keys. We are going to just make a texture. Click here, add a material. The base color, you change it to become image texture. Then open. For here, you have to turn on the texture first, then open. Open exactly the same image just now, the full keyboard layout. Go to the UV editing. Wait, just now it's at the layout here. We add an image texture, the UV editing. Just select the full, then turn on the texture here. So click here and just press A. In this way, the UV, we are going to project from the view. In this way, check the image texture. Alright. Back to the object mode. Seems here it doesn't put it as the UV reference. Just delete it first. Just add a new, the base color. Again. Open. From the desktop, the full. Go to the shading and have a check. This will be the base color. The UV editing here. Adjust it so that it will fit the UV. So we assign it. So if you see something like this, the texture cannot be attached. Go to the UV editing, this still failed. That means this picture has some problem. We are going to just convert the picture's format. Alright, the picture is at here. I just open with the pen. At this moment, I click File, Save as PNG. Just recreate that picture. Sometimes it will solve the problem. Click Save. Now, back to the Blender. This one, I delete it again. So back to the layout mode, the material texture. I delete it. Just add a new one. Again, try again. Image texture, open exactly the one that you create as PNG. Most probably it will be okay. So now, it is still fail, I rename it. Just texture PNG. So now, back to here. Again, set base color, image texture, open, desktop. Alright, now done. Everything look okay. Now, it just have some of it have the color problem. Alright, so now you can just go to the UV editing here. For this part, adjust the size to make sure it fit better. Alright. Now, you can see this layout, everything okay already. Next, what you need to do is just add another keypad. Before that, back to the object mode first. Alright, back to the layout, editing, layout here. This layout, go to the edit mode, just press A, right click, separate by loose parts. Once you've done this step, next what you can do is back to the object mode. All of this already become individual key. Again, just press A, right click, set the origin to the center of the mask. Now, at here you can just add another cube. This cube is to set it as the base of the keyboard. So, wait. Shift S. We are going to set the cursor to the word origin first. Then click this. Shift S. Selection to cursor. Then this keypad, I'm going to just go to the edit mode. Make sure it is small enough. Then drag it. Done. Just to make it as a keyboard. Now, right. So the bottom part, you can just make it lower to cover everything. And this part, just make it less. Done. Okay, so next, make it higher. Alright, once you've already done this step, back to the object mode. For all of this, we are going to just make sure attach on this plane. I press Shift D to click the bottom part. Then Control P, the object. So now, if I move this, it will become just a really solid. You can just put it anywhere. You can just rotate it. Now, it will become just a full keyboard that's ready for you to make animations, each of the single buttons. It is available for you to just make some animation, like press down, something like this, or you can just take it away. It is up to you. Control Z. Alright. So next, for this material, the base color, it is exactly the texture. Alright, now, done. That's all for today about my tutorials on how to make a full keyboard in Blender. It can be any keyboard layout with just a really simple UV editing. And each of the buttons, it is interactive. You can interact, you can make any keyframe for any of the key. Alright, now I'm going to export as FBX, but before that I'm going to just make sure the external data will automatically pack, because there are some material texture. Now it already packed inside this blend file. What I need to do is just click File, Export, FBX, then the path modes have to choose copy and activate this. This is to make sure all of the material texture embedded inside the FBX file that I exported. And as demo, I'm going to export it on my desktop as keyboard02 export the FBX. Now it will become an FBX file on my desktop. Just wait for a while. Now this is the FBX file. This FBX file is universal for any of the 3D software. And now I'm going to just try it in iClone. Now this is the iClone 8 3D animation software. I go to the window, workplace, make sure it is at standard, then next at here, I drag in the FBX file, import it into iClone. Then there are many meshes because of each of the single button on the keyboards are just a single mesh. Would you like to break up the meshes into subprop? I choose yes. it will become just a prop with many subprop. Now you can see this is the keyboard. Now you can see, check the scene. This is the whole keyboard. I can rotate. Now I want to set the pivot point. Just set it at the center. Then it will be easier. Now, so for this keyboard, I double click any of the key, then I press W. I can press it. If I press W 2 times, make sure it is at local. Now you can see it is ready for you to make the 3D animation, because each of the single key on this keyboard is already become just a single subprop. So easier, like space. Alright, then enter. Everything will be really easy. Alright, now this is already become the iClone prop. And if you love this keyboard, you can just get it from my video description link. I already put the link at there. You can just get it from there. And this is for the iClone. It is in FBX format, so you have to just import the FBX and just go through that 2 steps. It will become a prop in your iClone 8. Then you can just save it. Save it as a prop, as a custom prop. Then prop here, just save it as a keyboard 01. It is really easy to use. Alright, that's all for today about my tutorials on how to make a keyboard for iClone 8 and make it become a prop. This is a really interactive for your 3D animations. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you love my videos, tutorials, and sharings, if you feel all these tutorials and sharings are very helpful to your 3D modeling, 3D animations, and 3D game developing, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the mini bell and select all, so that when next time I publish a new videos, tutorials, or sharings, you receive a notification immediately. See you in my next video. Enjoy. Happy 3D modeling, 3D animations, and 3D game developing. See you.